During the U.S. elections, President Donald Trump feels the climate change issue does not exist. Now that he's president-elect, how will his views shape Guyana's green agenda? President Granger was asked to comment on it during his most recent public interest show.
Well, he has just come off of the campaign trail, and I expect that he has started his being briefed by the outgoing technical and political leaders in the Obama administration. And I would reckon in the next 2 months he'll become more aware of the fact that global warming is a reality. You know, there were people, well, I don't want to go that way, but I think there is abundant evidence to show that this is not, what is taking place in the world is not normal, and that the generation of greenhouse gases, the generation of smog, the generation of industrial pollutants, the use of certain types of fossil fuels are all contributory factors to global warming.
President David Granger said during his address to the 22nd session of the Conference of Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change that the Cooperative Republic of Guyana demonstrated its commitment to the Paris Agreement by becoming the 17th state to deposit its instrument of ratification of the Paris Agreement on Climate Change to the United Nations. The president said that agreement was aimed at limiting the emission of greenhouse gases, that it will represent a collective global effort to safeguard the environment and secure a better life for future generations. Back home, President Granger is being criticized for not making climate change indigenously, but making it to more of an international community model. Granger said,
"No, that is not correct. We have an economy which is based to a significant degree on the extractive industries, particularly bauxite, gold and diamond mining, and timber extraction. In fact, this year, bauxite celebrates its 100th year of extraction. So we have a long history of the extractive industries. And we are aware that the industries have the capability of destroying the environment. I won't go so far as to call it desertification, but when you look at some of the mined out areas, it's difficult even to generate agriculture. But it's also affected our rivers and streams, and a lot of the indigenous people in the hinterland depend on clean rivers, and it has contributed to some forms of disease, because once those areas that are mined out are left, you have stagnant pools of water, you have mosquitoes, which can bring dengue, malaria, filaria, Zika, chikungunya. So we are aware of the dangers. Very much underground. We are very much underground.
Mr. Granger argues that the thrust towards making Guyana a green state is based on local factors.
By engaging with indigenous communities, by dealing with public health problems, and by looking at the need for reforestation. So we're not trying to conform to any international norms or conventions. We have a problem in Guyana, and the green state is a solution to that problem. I'm quite convinced that the green state is the way to go.